Hi, I'm Kyle from the Secure UX team, and this video is in preparation for a Think Big session hosted by the package team. They've invited us to join them in talking about how we can collaborate and bake security into package and vice versa. So this is just as requested, just a quick prep to walk through the container scanning feature. This feature searches Docker images for known vulnerabilities, and it's supported by Claire and Clar, which are two open source tools for vulnerability static containers. The note that I want to make here is that once your container is set up, then configuration is required for this to add the job to your pipeline. The way that you would do that is add this template into the GitLab YAML file and the other necessary variables. Once this is set up and pipelines are running, the results will be seen then in two places. Right now we're looking at a project level, and by the way, this is a test project, so these vulnerabilities are not related to the GitLab project, but yeah. So here at the project level on the vulnerability list, we see that we've filtered it down by container scanning results only. And if we take a look at this vulnerability here, actually, if we look at more info, we can see some of the CV details to it. We even see a suggested solution here, which we'll come back to later. But I will note that there are some cases where you can create a merge request from this area. Now this flow will change a little bit as in the future we'll click this row and then it'll come to our new vulnerability object page, which is the transition to making vulnerabilities first-class objects. The second place you would see vulnerabilities is actually in the merge request. So we see here in the merge request widget that it's reporting different scanning results, one of which is container scanning, which is right here. Similar as we saw previously, we do see a solution available here in this case, and additional details directly in the merge request. And we'll jump into future iterations to this. Now, previously it was only scanning one container was supporting that. However, that's changed. We will be able to support scanning multiple containers now, and that's what this issue is about. And then when the user goes to the dashboard and they're looking at the results, they can actually filter by the specific image. Upcoming is Suggested Solutions feature, which and this will affect container detected vulnerabilities from container scanning. And what this will do, if the users opt in, which will be by default, if container scanning's configured, it'll be opt-in by default. And what this will do is automatically create merge requests when solutions that we have are available, or suggested solutions. So let's just take a quick look at what that looks like. If the user is opted out on the vulnerability page, there will be an indication to them that a solution is available, and then they will land on the object page and they can resolve with the merge request, then creating the merge request with the solution available. If it's opt-in, which it is by default, two things will happen is on the vulnerability list, the actual merge request will automatically have been created and they can click directly to that. Then they'll land on the merge request. Okay. Okay, we have another issue as well, addressing the merge request when solutions are available for container scanning, and that would look like this. So we're looking at the merge request, and we show that some solutions are available here. And we see in this section that a container scanning, a vulnerability has been detected in this merge request, and there's a solution available. From here, the user could create merge requests similar to how we saw earlier, or download the patch locally. Again, this is a future iteration. The one that will be before this is the suggested solution one. Okay, Now, a couple considerations that we thought of that we could, as a few MVCs for secure and package to collaborate, is this one is about the following scenario: when a container or containers are set up, the project, but they're not configured for container security scanning. This is a situation where we want to make abundantly clear to the users, as it's sort of a vulnerability in of itself if it's not being scanned. So we want this to support our ongoing efforts to ensure security awareness of when and where security scans are being performed. So a couple ideas here is that we showed on the configuration page that a container is set up, that it's not configured that we can be scanned. We show in the container registry section that scanning is available but not yet configured. Maybe there's some other brainstorming around how we can better communicate this scenario to the customer. Another situation is a user awareness when a container has reported vulnerabilities. I understand that the package team actually has been doing some recent user testing on the following UI right here. And we see here that in the container registry for this image that this is reporting back that a possible vulnerability has been detected. If they click this anchor, the scanning results, it could land on the page that we saw earlier that's pre-filtered, the vulnerability list pre-filtered by the image type. And then a third thing that comes to mind is related to our suggested solutions feature. And that is similar to what we last saw, is that in the container registry section is bringing attention to, of course, the vulnerabilities that have been detected in that container, but also when suggested solutions exist in the merge request. And how we could do that, one possibility is linking it then to the merge request flow, which has the pre-filtered label GitLab Suggestive Solutions, which when the automatically created solutions are generated, they have this label with it. Okay, so that sums it up, and yes, we're looking forward to the session and your thoughts.